never walk this road, then you can talk shit. Gambling with my life, but I refuse to go for nonsense. This the life I chose, this all I know, ain't many options. About to tell the truth, I make the rules like I'm Fleece Johnson.
Hey, what's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. What's up, Fleece? Hustler.
What's up, big bro?
Doing good. You doing all right?
Yeah, man, I'm doing good, man. I like to talk about that clothing, man.
That's right. That's right. March 7th, next Saturday.
How do you subscribe to it?
Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and then go on www.hustlerspirit, that's 2 S's, 502.com, and get your merch next Saturday, March 7th.
And remember that the company you order from will give you payment plans.
Yeah, we got Shop Pay on there, which you can make, I think 3 or 4 payments, small payments. I'm pretty sure y'all accustomed to it. It's on just about every website that sells stuff now. But yeah, man, Fleece got some fly stuff. Hustler Spirit got some fly stuff. It's nice, clean, good quality. But let's get right into it, Fleece. Man, what do you think about 607 Unc?
Oh, him?
Yeah.
That nigga, man, he's hard, man.
Yeah.
Unc, man, he's that, man. He's Unc. He's real original. I like originality in people. You know, something original in all of us. That's what separate us into different classes. You know, our originality, man, really tells the root of how real we are, man. You can tell our realness about our real originality. Unc, man, he's that, man, and
What do you think he got in that cup of his?
his cup.
Yeah, he drinks something out of there. I don't know what it is.
Whatever it is, it's his brand, man. He got his brand in our. Unc got his stuff in our. It ain't coffee. You believe that?
No, it ain't coffee.
It ain't chocolate milk, it ain't coffee, it ain't orange juice. He got his brand in our. Whatever it is.
Man, I think he kind of proved what we talked about before. He's been going on different platforms interviewing, and apparently he went to California to No Jumper, and he was getting set up by some guys out there. He thought that's what he said. I don't know. I wasn't there, but we always talk about going to different platforms and making sure you have the security in place, the right people in place. There's probably a reason we don't just jump and go to a lot of platforms. I know people don't think we get those phone calls, but we do. And we kind of pick and choose which ones we go to, and it's because of that very reason. What you think about?
Well, I want to say this on this, you know. Everybody knows I'm a bob and weaver.
Come on, man. You too old to be doing all that.
Man, I'm a brawler, man. And
well, we're not putting you out there.
I'm not really in, you know, I don't have concerns like that.
I have them for you. So
I don't have concerns about got to have a big security around me. You know, this is my security needs.
They got guns, man. They don't use them no more.
Yeah, okay.
They got guns, so
Right.
we not just running to any platform that calls.
No.
See, when you start chasing that little money like that, man, you find yourself in a situation.
No, it ain't that I'm chasing a situation. It's that I don't live my life in fear of what somebody can do to me.
No, it's
try to do to me.
It's not about being fearful. It's about being careful. You still don't want to walk into no lion's den,
No,
unaware of what's going on. And you got to understand that when you get on these cameras and you say stuff about certain people, even though it was a year down the line or 2 years ago or whenever it was, you have to be prepared for what comes along with that. Plus, this is a day and age where people turn on cameras just to get content out of your reaction and what happens to you.
Well, I'm OG, man. And right here in my pocket is my little safe keeper. See what that is?
I just said they got guns, man. You gonna throw it at somebody?
Yeah, I will. Quick. And it's gonna do the thing. So, but I see what you're saying, man. It's good to have an eyewitness around. It ain't so much about my ability to fight, take care of myself. Let's say 5 people came against me and I took them all out. I got some explaining to do. Ain't nobody, if you ain't got nobody around, I can get charged for that. But if you got a security, everybody got a statement. He came at him, he defended himself, case closed. Well, you got some water.
You should be able to go around and make money without worrying about that stuff anyway.
It's a fact of life, man. We got haters everywhere we go. You got some people, they don't think I deserve shit. You got some that think I deserve more than I get. You got me, I'm just thankful for what I'm able to get. And I'm not gonna worry about the people that don't like me. I like them.
But nowadays it's not even about people that don't like you. It's about people just turning on their cameras, trying to get a reaction or trying to get some content that they can put on the internet and make money with. That's why it's so dangerous now. It's everybody.
I got people questioning me. I give people the benefit of the doubt. I may be a little too trusting, but I don't have no problem getting tough if it comes to it. If it ever comes to getting tough, I can get real tough.
You shouldn't have to. That's all I'm saying. We're trying to avoid it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, what our broadcasts go through, all broadcasters go through. There ain't nobody out there that done found success that didn't have to struggle to get it. They didn't have to fight battles and walk over barriers, break through barriers and stuff to reach success. It ain't nothing that just handed to you. It's something you got to go after and stay determined and consistent in what you're doing. And you reach success. From failure, you learn to succeed. Failure is the part of success. So we done had ups and downs. We done got over it. We done pointed in the right direction. We got people that try to bridge us, but we ain't gonna be separated like that. You know, he trusts me, I trust him, and that's the bottom line, right? Whatever unfolds from us, it just happens. I'm in agreement with how things is going. I'm in agreement to how they will go. So I'm full consensual to it. You know, I'm old enough to know everything, man. I don't need nobody to tell me stuff, man. You know. So, you know, I done did research on all the music groups, other groups that was together, that somebody, third party, got into their mix. Next thing you know, the band broke up, the group broke up, he went his way, they went their way. It's the same in all circles, man. Somebody will try to break it up. See, we already hip to all that. We already hip to how it happens, how it comes about, what the reason is, all that stuff, man. We want everybody to know we got love for everybody, man. We got love for all y'all, even the haters, man. Got love for y'all, man. But we want y'all to know, man, we found success.
You had to change that way of thinking when you got out here.
Yeah, I had to change my whole way of thinking. The things I'm accustomed to do in prison, I can't do out here. You know, a person say something out of the way to me in prison, I handle that straight up. Out here, I ignore it, walk away from it.
How long did it take you to get to that point?
Took a while. It took a while. It took a lot, man, to bite my tongue and not let these hands go, man. I let them bullets fly. It took a lot. But I'm glad, man, because now I see the reward from doing that.
From staying free.
Yeah. You know, it's called change people changing the world, man. Y'all don't know the meaning of that. My church do. But I ain't been to church in a while, and I set out on this journey, separating myself from the church to accomplish something I wanted to accomplish without the church being involved. And I'm right there accomplishing it. And once I accomplish it fully, I go back to my church, man. Yeah, the journey is over. Yeah, people want to know how I survived in prison. The way I had to survive in prison is what really pushed me to God, right? And there was a lot of fighting I had to do in there.
That brings me to a question that I was going to ask you. When you fighting in prison, how do you know when to go further enough in damaging that person where they can't come back on you, but not killing them? How do you determine that in that moment?
Well, you determine that by the type of wounds you inflicted, right? Like if I bust his head and I beat his face in and bust his head a little more and stab him a couple of times, I know it's it. I don't have to do nothing else. I know what's gonna happen is he gonna go to the hospital and they gonna fix him. He'll survive, but he be like we'll never see each other again.
How you bust somebody's head to the point where it don't kill him?
Well, listen. They have a policy in all prisons where, like, if you come into the prison and let's say you get beat real bad and the guards don't know who did it, when you go to a hospital, they can't bring you back to that same prison because you have a conflict with somebody in that prison that is not resolved. And by law, you cannot be placed together, backing up. So when you whoop somebody, your whole thing is you can break their bones and just beat them bad enough to where they're not going to put him back in the prison.
Yeah, but how do you know when to stop while you beating them before you kill them? Is that just luck?
No, when you know he can't move. When you can stand up, look down on him, spit on him, do anything, he just laying on, shaking, trembling. You know, you done did enough. You know, you done did enough.
Are you even thinking about if you killing them or not?
Yeah.
That is in your mind.
Yeah, sometimes. I seen times where other people, it always usually point out to somebody pulling you off, for real. That, you know, that's enough, man. That's enough, bro.
You going for it, somebody to save them.
Yeah, you're going for it. Somebody to save them. And, but then again, when you don't want that murder charge on you, when you done had enough fights where you can make decisions on fights now. I'm going to fight him, but I ain't going to kill him. And this is why. You'll go into the fight with that plan because now you got enough experience, man, that you know how to fight now. You'll take him down and beat him. And you'll look at him while you beating him. He can't get up. You'll tie him up and you walk away. You know, now you fight somebody real, real tough that you feel you might have to face again somewhere in life, not only in prison, but in life. Then you gotta almost leave him brain dead, man. You know, you gotta whoop him. I seen people you can whoop so good that when they heal and they ask them who did this, they don't even remember.
Mm.
They don't even remember because it's like the first blow just took them. That was lights out on the first blow.
And then they just got kicked and beat.
Beat and stomped and beat and stomped and stomped and beat and kicked. And so they don't remember.
Have you ever had somebody that you beat that they didn't remember and you was surprised they didn't remember?
Yep. Yeah, I ran across a couple of that I done beat out here in the streets and they don't even remember.
Like when they approached, you thought it was going to be some drama, but it was like, man, what?
I tensed up a little, but I was like, I'm never going to be afraid of somebody that is afraid of me. Somebody I done already whooped, you could never make me afraid. I done already whooped you. If anything, you need to be afraid of me. So, I done ran into that situation, but you get fatigued in fighting, man, when it gets so easy. You get more experience in fighting. The more you fight, the more experience you get. Then you get fatigued. It's easy. These tough guys that run their mouth, talk about what they can do. Everybody look at him as a hell of a fighter, a hero or something. And you just take him down with one punch. And you stomp and beat him. And you sit there and watch him scream. And holler. And beg for his life. And then you get locked up. Get some more outside charges. And while you sitting in the hole, you be like, man, he didn't even get a lick in, man. And you feel stupid, man. You done picked up more time. Ain't no way in the world. I supposed to went to prison with 12 years and do 40. I mean, come on. The situation was that bad in there. that many tough guys in prison. Well, I said, you know what? It might cost me more time, but that's part of it. That's part of being trying to be a gangster and all that.
You just couldn't let nothing slide, obviously.
No, I couldn't let it slide, man. And it's just that's a small community, and everybody knows each other, and you don't let stuff slide. It gets around, word gets around.
And then what? People start taking advantage of you.
Yeah,
I think they can
lose respect of you. Yeah, you turn it to a pushover.
How you balance that though? I don't know if you the right person to ask because you didn't.
They look at me like I'm be truthful. They saw me as crazy.
I can see that.
Don't mess with him. He's crazy. He's subject to do anything, and yeah.
Yeah, they done said
And that was my profile. I was subject to do anything because I realized that if I'm fighting a battle, by whose rules? I ain't gonna fight by nobody's rules but my own. Man.
I know, but you won't get out one day, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying if I fight somebody, I'm not gonna. I know one thing: when a person fights me, they trying to hurt me. That's the first thing that rests in my mind. You swinging it, you trying to hurt me. You trying to break my bones, possibly kill me. Even if you ain't trying to kill me, you could kill me if you hit a certain pressure point or a certain spot.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes me come back with trying to stop you. You know, in any way I can. I mean, if I see you and I know you can whoop me, sometimes I can tell just by a person's, I can see it in him, man. I say, man, yeah, I don't think I can do nothing with him. And if he challenge me, I will accept the challenge, but it'll be on my terms.
So you'll run the first time,
No,
and then you'll just catch him off guard.
He'll turn his back. I ain't gonna never run.
So how you get out of it if it's on your terms?
It's on my terms. You know, I would figure a way to distract him. I get his back turned, and then that's when I'll strike. I'm not gonna get.
So you gonna sucker punch him?
Yeah, anything.
Anything you gotta do to win.
To win. That's the only way you win a fight is by your rules. Why would I want to stand there and challenge somebody? Just like, let's say Bruce Lee. I'm going to stand there. I know this man can kick me.
You said you could whoop Bruce Lee.
Yeah, I could if I fought him the way I fight.
You wouldn't have whooped no Bruce Lee.
Yeah. If I catch him with his back turned.
He could be asleep, you wasn't going to win that.
Yeah, I will. I don't care what nobody says. If I pop him in his head with an iron pipe, he's out of here.
He's going to block it, man.
Man, I'll break his arms, all that. Man, a solid iron pipe, it's over, bro. And once I beat you, they say he the one that whooped what? Yeah,
you didn't know Bruce Lee then?
No.
You talking like you didn't see Bruce Lee?
No, I'm just saying I know about him. I'm just making I'm using that as an example. A woman can whoop a man. A man can't whoop a woman while he's asleep or while he's in a bathtub. She got a dozen ways of whooping him. You know, a big man. What happened? She took him out. Yeah, she caught him with his sitting in the chair, took a cast iron skillet and split him to the white meat. I'm talking about the first blow killed him. You know, stuff like anybody can get killed, man. But I'm saying if I'm fighting somebody that I know is trying to hurt me, as far as I'm concerned, you know, however I fight you, it shouldn't even matter. You know, because you trying to hurt me. So, that's just how I am, man. I'm just like that. Now, these is kids going in now at 16, 15 now. It's all over the country. They locking them up at that early age, right? Trying them as an adult and all this. And is this what society wants?
That's what society wants.
Do you think it's fair?
No.
What should happen? Yeah.
So you saying it's a planned tactic?
No, I'm saying these kids. Is people not paying enough attention to how they become the way they are. This is what people is not paying attention to, is how they are becoming the way they are.
What should they be paying attention to?
Behavioral. People they socialize with. You know, knowing the mindset of the people you see them around. Bridging that gap between them. You know, keeping your kids on the right track, man. You know, I mean, you bring them into the world for what reason? I mean, I like to ask parents that. What is the reason you had a baby? Why? Why do you even want a child? What was the whole focus of you bringing a kid into the world? To do what? Raise it how? Teach it what? I mean, what was your mindset when you brought these kids into the world, man? You know? And then when they get raised, you don't raise them, you let other people raise your kids. You let kids raise kids. And then these kids out here, man, ain't listening, man. These kids ain't dumb either. You ain't dumb. Only thing you can do now is you know, I'm thinking bigly about something. It ain't running, right? It is. But what I'm about is finding a solution. You know we can't help all kids, man. We know all of them ain't gonna listen, and we know the ones. Most of these gangs got an alpha male. Somebody that is in charge of everybody else, that makes the rules, that decides who gets popped, who we gonna rob, when, where. The ones that kids look up to, and that's why they follow. He's a gangster, he's hard, he's hood. You know, he's straight up. And find out. When you want to know who's who is when they get arrested and police set them down in them chairs and tell them about the murder. Tell them that your co-defendant done already told on you. Tell them what you're facing. And when that becomes a reality, when you sit there in that chair, when you thought you'd never get caught and you got caught, somebody gonna tell. And they always tell. You know, and then people know that, man, they people talking about giving you the lecture. You gonna have to tell on him. Then they start telling. So when you sit back and think about it, is it worth all that? Why should you join a gang, a group, that has never been tested to that extent, man? You know, sure, they're gonna rob something with you, shoot with you, and all that. When you get caught, That's when it comes out who's who. Who's really who. When you get caught and when you got to go to the prison without your boys, on your own, got to knuckle up, got to watch your back, somebody gonna try to get your booty, all that. What you gonna do then?
Shouldn't we realize at some point that snitching is a part of the game?
Man,
it comes with it.
I learned this when I was in prison. I kept hearing the road, they was messing with some guy, calling him a rat. I said, hey man, I'm gonna ask everybody in here, I said, what is a rat? I said, what's a rat? I said, can somebody give me the definition of what makes a person a rat? When you tell on somebody, I said, okay. When I was growing up, I told my mama, all my sisters and brothers, when they did things, I said, that make me one. Have y'all ever did? No, we ain't talking about that. I said, what are you talking about? When somebody can go to court and get time and all that. I said, so when y'all file grievances on these guards and take these guards to court for violating your civil rights, which if they get found guilty, they can face prosecution, even imprisonment, fines, and all of that. I said, so is that right? You taking them to court, you telling the judge, the guard did this, the guard did that. I said, what about all them people that protest on white people that they say discriminate against them? Are they rats for telling on them? I said, so what's a rat? I said, you know what? It's a word that has bewitched people from since the days of Christ, I guess. You know, that portrayal. And so, who don't fit that category? Who can actually say they ain't never told on nobody in their whole life? They sisters, they brothers, they saw them do stuff, or they saw somebody else do something and go tell their friend, man, I just saw him kill dude, bro. I was standing over. Who don't say tell shit? Now, these guys is getting smart now. The ones that's getting busted, they think they got real good friends, diehards and stuff, right? Yeah, you your buddy out there until you get arrested. Then what? Man, I didn't pull the trigger, he did. You know, I was watching a show one time on TV on cops where they dropped this weed on the street. And the police said it had 3 of them standing out there. Who does this belong to? They wouldn't say nothing. He said, well, I'll tell you what. If don't nobody say nothing, I'm going to lock all of y'all up. I'm going to lock everybody up, so I'm going to ask you one more time who it belonged to. And the dude had a head on just like this. He did like this. Turned his head and pointed at who it was, right? The police went to the dude, man. They said, he said, I'm going to ask you one more time who it belonged to. He said, and pointed straight at him. But you know, then you go to prison. And then it ain't the part is dangerous. The part that's dangerous is who did you shoot? And whose family was it? And do they have family in the penitentiary? Which 9 out of 10 they do. And you don't even know it. You locked up.
And they know you coming.
They already know you coming. They know you. You don't know them. Man, they already shanked up, piped up, and they got one of your friends, somebody that knows you, that's going to lead you into the trap. Damn, man, I'm glad to see you, man. They going to put you on my wall. All right, man, yeah, I'm going to help you with your stuff. and take you right there in that blind spot, and then walk away and jump out, and you get stabbed from about 5 or 6 angles. Ain't nothing you can do. They either do it like that, or they go get some freaks. Go get some freaks right there. And tell them, say, you know what, I want you to do this, punk. Whoop him and take his butt right here in front of everybody. You know, I want everybody to see him taking it. And have 2 of them freaks, man. They come pop you and all that, take you to the ground, choke you, pull you into a cell. You still in the chokehold, the other one pull your stuff down. He got you in the chokehold, you laying down. Next thing you know, he's in you.
What do you say to the people that says when you describe it, it's almost like you talking about yourself?
Man, you can include me in this. These are things that I have witnessed firsthand. That I sit there, I'm locked in my cell, I'm sitting there watching it go down in front of me. And it just so happened at the time that the dude it was happening to, yeah, I wanted to see it happen to him because of the way he came off, right? When he came in. We already knew what his type was, right? We already know that he was shot. He called himself shooting at somebody and missed that person and shot a little 12-year-old girl, killed that little girl.
Mm-hmm.
See, they don't set right with our inmates in the penitentiary, killing little kids and stuff. Little stray bullets, we don't care how they come out. And then he come into the penitentiary like everybody's supposed to welcome him like one from the hood with well open on, what's up, bro? You know, yeah, man, we got your back. No, everybody, when they know he killed that 12-year-old girl. So it's set up, you know.
So it happened to him?
Yeah, he getting ready to get his butt taken. So I'm in my cell. I already know it's going down. He come on the walk. He's in the cell right across from me. His door's open. The door done left. The inmates that is with him, helping him with his property.
That's who's gonna do it?
Yeah. So
wow.
They stepped in the cell. Next thing you know, start fighting. Boom, pop, pop. He ducked his head. Dude got him in the headlock. Other dude came around and was hitting him in the stomach and stuff.
It's over with.
Yeah, dude got him in the headlock.
Choking him out.
Yeah, he choked. He went on and pulled him to the ground, right? He's on his knees holding him in the chokehold. Other dudes hitting him all in the
How
stomach.
big are these guys?
Man.
They strong.
Yeah. But they sissies and stuff, right? These is the ones, man, and then dude said, you know what? He said, I'm gonna screw him. And dude said, yeah. He lifted him up. Dude pulled his stuff down. Pulled it all the way off. Pulled his socks off, everything.
So the security guard knew it was gonna go down.
Yeah, the guards gone in his office.
Yeah.
He letting it go down. They got somebody at the door that watching the hall. The guard even come down the hall, he'll holler down the hall, guard coming. You know, stuff like that. So the guard ain't coming no more until an hour. He'll make his rounds every hour. So you got a whole hour to get this man.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's still in the chokehold, can't get out. Every time he move, the other dude's hitting him all in the chest and in the stomach, hard. To where now he won't even struggle. So now he's naked. The dude done already stuck his finger up in him, got all that grease and stuff over his bun, then already done put oil and stuff. His butt is shining.
And you just sitting back.
I'm laying in my bed watching this, man. I'm laying I actually got a pillow up under my chin. I got a pillow up under my chin watching this, man.
Now you wouldn't be watching it. You wouldn't be cool with it if it happened to an innocent person. But since that guy killed that young girl and the way he was acting, you was like, well, whatever.
Yeah.
So it sounded like everybody was okay with it.
Yeah. Cause they say he got this coming, man. And then next thing you know, dude got up in him. And he took his time though. He wasn't trying to dude was head back like a 9, 10 inch thing, man, stuck up in him. And when he got in it, he said, he told the dude after he hunched him and he was talking to him in his ear, he told the dude that was choking him, he said, you can let him go, I got it.
So he wasn't talking, he wasn't whispering.
He was in his ear.
But you could hear him.
Yeah, he was up in his booty and they on their knees. And he's holding them up in his chest, like he's holding his breath. And dude still got the chokehold standing up in front of him. And then he told dude you can let him go, man. But dude, he's a freak too. He stood there and held him by his head, pulled his thing out and jacked it off and shot all over his face while dude was up pounding him from the back, right? Shot all in his face and stuff, then let him go. And dude was still holding him, he done already shot, and then he leaned back with him, just had him setting across him, they on their knees, and he was just held him, and then he pumped him again and got another one, and then he pulled out of him, and made him take a wash rag and wipe his thing off and all this. And then that stuff is still all over his face. And then they left. And then went down there and the guard shut his door. So I'm sitting over in the bed. When he looked around, he saw me looking straight at him, right?
So he's sitting over there crying?
No, he stood up and he looked over at me and I looked at him. And then he said, man, this is crazy.
Man, I would have killed both of them and you.
Me?
Just for you looking.
Yeah, I saw it.
I would have had to get all three of y'all.
You would have got more than you asked for.
Well, so what? I would have had to get y'all. I would have got you.
You'd have got your more taken.
Nah, I doubt that. I would have got you.
Now when I
would have got them first. Then I would have got you. You wouldn't have been poking your eyes at nobody else.
Man, look. He looked back. He said, man, this is crazy. He's standing out. That stuff is oozing up out of his booty. His booty is all that grease and stuff all over and it's shining. Then he turned around and looked at me and he's naked. But now he got to fix his cell off. He got, wipe the mattress off. Then he got to put a sheet on the bed. And he ain't got nothing over the thing. He looking through his. Then he asked me, he said, hey, do you got something that I can hang at the door like a curtain? He said, till I get, I said, no, I don't.
Did you have some?
Yeah, I mean, my cell is fully furnished. I got everything on. I'm not giving you nothing, man. And that's why I told him.
I will say this, if he...
And I said, and I talked to him, I said, look, I said, you might as well accept what just happened to you, buddy. It happened. He said, man, it went through his bed, he found a sheet, and he tied one end to the bar, stretched it across, tied the other one. Then he tied one at the top and went across to the other top. Well, you can't see in the cell period. God came through and said, hey, you got to take one of them sheets down. Got to be able to see in your cell. So, he said, what? What's wrong with your booty? I said, he's over snitching. That's what he's doing, right? He's snitching, trying to show the guard his booty done been. He said, no, I'm not gay. You what? He said, well, you need to keep that sheet down and you need to get clothing. Get your clothes on. So The guard left. I said, hey, man, what you doing over trying to drag snitch? What you tell that guard? No, I didn't. You didn't what, man? You was trying to, what was you trying to show him? So, next thing I know, I heard him on the toilet. See, that stuff is still in him. You know, the sperm. It got quiet, then I heard something go. It's coming out of him.
Yo, this is crazy.
Yeah, it is. And I said, oh, God, ooh, boy, it sounds good. Then I heard somebody say, fuck you, right there. I said, hey, you talking to me? He didn't say nothing. And then another good shot came out. I said, that's that booty hole, boy. It's popping. So then he get up. Nah, his booty hole was popping, man. That stuff done seeped out of him, and he gets up and you can hear the water running. So I know he's over there washing up. So he go on and make his bed up. The guard tell him he got to take the other sheet down. So he's sitting in the bed, then he's laying down. And then guess what? The dude that got in him came back. The guard, they ready to make another round. His door open. They got his door open. The guard left. It's just one dude, the one that was in him, he's the only one coming back. And so they over there talking, I'm over there watching too. So dude was sitting down, then he stood up. So the dude that had him got closer to him. And then when he touched his arm, dude that had his butt taken, swung. Dude grabbed him, slammed him, took him to the floor, told me, he said, I'm getting ready to kill him. I said, no, don't do it, man. Don't do that. He said, man, he hit him about 5 times, then he laid there. I said, hold up, bro. I said, hey, man, you want to die, bro? He said, no. I said, man, y'all talk, man. So he let him up. He sat down on the bed. Then he got up, took a wash rag and wiped his face and stuff like that. And then he said, watch out for me, Fleece. Now, dude, he done put a wash rag on dude's face and he done puffed up his face, you know, swole it up. And he cut somewhere up under here. And then he doctored and he said, watch for the guard for me. So I stuck my mirror out. I said, I got you. He pulled his thing out and stuck it in dude's mouth. And stood there and held the back of his head and was hunching in it. And then he shot, pulled it out, put some over his face, then took his finger and rubbed it in. He said, that should make the swelling go away. He said, you hear me? Dude said, yeah. I said, man, ain't this something? This is crazy. And he said, all right, thank you, Fleece. And he left out of the cell, went off the wall.
So now dude's he's a woman then.
Man, hey, if he don't know it, hey, he's tripping, man. He looked over at me, he said, what is his name? I said, why don't you ask him what his name was? So the next day,
I would have found out when they put his body in the box.
Yeah.
That's when I would have found out.
Well, I'm telling you, dude had him, and so it wasn't nothing he could do but accept it. I seen that. And so these guys, you don't know what you're facing when you get locked up. You don't know. I mean, you think, you know, you the man on the street. You got the gun.
And you done did something to somebody.
Yeah, and when you come to prison, man, I done seen so many that thought they had friends in there. See, the ones in there, they already mad at you. Because you ain't been putting money on their books or nothing like that. You know, but when you see them in prison, you be like, what's up, dog? He be like, hey man, what's up? How's your mama? All that old stuff. Then he go set you up. You know. And you don't know what you're gonna experience tonight. You don't even know who they gonna put in your cell. You don't have the privilege of selecting who is your cellmate. They put anybody in there. A great big old dude. Man, they got people in prison, man, you can hit and it turns them off.
That's what you said.
Yeah, actually makes them, excites them sexually. You know, it just turns them on, man. They'll tell you to hit them. And so how can you defend yourself against somebody that big and monstrous?
Don't go.
Don't go. Don't go to prison.
That's right.
You know, and don't let nobody get you in a situation where you gonna take the rap.
And remember, March 7th, next Saturday, clothes come out. The gear is ready online. Hustler Spirit 502.com. You'll see it on the channel. You'll see it on the beginning of this video. And like and subscribe. Y'all have a good day.